me to walk. I'll walk in now. That camera's going nowhere. Second one has yeah.
Watching the fall
Hey!
Hey! Unibrow!
Al, have you seen that Mad Max where they have it in the camp? It's a shot from the top of Dale Farm. This is the bailiff encampment. The policeman over there having a look as we climb over the barricade into Dale Farm. Right, I was going like this here.
Get out! You're not coming in! Get out!
Anybody door? Okay. Can't get out. Can't get out. You get.
Hi, how's it going?
Can't get out.
Have you been in there? Good.
Reasons. Make sure that we're not a fire hazard.
Invited on, yes.
Did you see the Sky News this minute, Tony Ball?
No, what's he saying?
He's in shock, he said, because the police now is hitting him with a bill of 10 million.
May triple.
The police is now hitting us with a bill of 10 million, so the gate can't be open, because each day that gate is closed, it's costing them money, and he's after saying that.
It's just a man relaxing. Dale Farm.
Coffee around here.
Would you like a latte, was it?
Would you mind?
There's a Starbucks just near the activist camp. Yeah? Latte?
Yeah.
And the photographer, would you like a cappuccino from the Starbucks?
Did you get me a muffin?
A muffin.
Dale Farm Starbucks.
Dale Farm Starbucks.
I was hoping if I could maybe talk to you if you're not busy. No, it's fine, it's fine.
You okay if I film?
I would rather you
No problem, no problem, man. Okay, we're here at Dale Farm. It's Tuesday. There was a reprieve yesterday until Friday. I'm here with an Irish travelling activist. What is the mood in the camp right now, and what do you think is going to happen in the next few days?
Well, the mood in the camp at the moment is relief. People are having a respite from the stress they've been under for the last month, and people are just relaxing and trying to get back to their day-to-day business. It's quite clear that there's been a lot of psychological problems and pressures put on them purposely by Basildon Council.
Yeah.
In their way to undermine the people and undermine their strength and motivation.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's just relaxation at the moment.
Yeah. I noticed there's a bunch of people in fluorescent jackets just over there from health and safety, from fire, from ambulance. What are they here for?
Well, they're here just to make sure that everybody knows what they must do in the course of an emergency, how they can help, what they're going to do. It's really, this isn't a no-go area as the press are trying to pretend it is. Life goes on, and the only people we're keeping out from here are the bailiffs.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen on Friday?
Well, on Friday, this goes back into court. Hopefully, the judge and the British public, or there'll be enough pressure put on the British public, by the British public onto the courts and the judge to reconsider these application and allow these people to either to have planning permission, which they've got applications in and waiting to be looked at, which the council are delaying so they can purposely evict these people, or that they are offered a land swap alternative, which they're entitled to at the very least.
Yeah.
If not, I'm quite sure the bailiffs will come banging at the door like the big bad wolf, and the little piggies inside will say, go away.
I've noticed in the last few weeks there have been a few more stories about travellers in the right-wing press, like the Telegraph, the Daily Mail. There was one recently about a whole bunch of slaves got caught in some traveller camp. Do you think there is a campaign, a kind of racist campaign, or a kind of ethnic hate campaign against you guys here at Dale Farm?
Against all Irish travellers and against all ethnic minorities, to be honest. We're just the latest people that are suffering this. Black people suffer this, Asian people suffer this, gay people suffer this. This is just the, you know, at the moment we're the flavour of the year.
Yeah.
But Irish travellers do get discriminated against, as do other travellers, because we're allowed to be discriminated, to allow the racists and the rednecks to let off steam. Otherwise, they'll be asking their MPs and Parliament questions about what they're doing and what they're not doing. Okay. It's quite clear this is right away across the country. This has been put in place to undermine the support for the Irish travellers at Dale Farm. Dale Farm is a human rights issue. It's not about travellers, it's a human rights issue. It's just that the fact that it's the travellers' human rights that have been stamped on here that makes it a traveller issue. But human rights that have been stamped on here by this government, and it is the government that's orchestrating and leading this, are the human rights of everybody. The human rights these people have are the human rights you have. Yeah. If their human rights can be stamped on, so can yours.
Absolutely. And what was the UN representative saying here the other day?
The UN representative said very much the same. He shamed Britain in regards to its way it's dealing with the travellers here. It's clearly said that this was discrimination, this was racial, it wasn't a planning act. These are not planning laws, these are statutes. Statutes that have the force of law, they're not actually law. The real law in this land is common law. These laws that they're using are actually not the laws that was put in place to protect the individual private person. This is people's castles. In this country, a man's home is his castle, a man's castle is his home. The Basnan Council don't care about that, and the governments are giving them money to effect ethnic cleansing. Yeah. Ethnic cleansing doesn't have to be murder. Ethnic cleansing is when you try to push people from one area into another area. Yeah. Tony Ball has looked for alternative housing and alternative land outside of Essex. He doesn't want these travellers to remain in Essex. That's ethnical cleansing.
Yeah. Well, I think coming back to the public support that you guys hopefully will have on Friday, this is turning into a kind of David versus Goliath struggle of a bunch of normal human beings against a nanny-ish Big Brother state. So good luck, and I hope you guys have the kind of outcome that you want. And thanks for speaking to me.
Thank you.
Cheers.